What is going on, Headliner Nation? Jake, Fantasy Headliners. Hopefully everybody's doing well out there. For Week 17, it's over. Fantasy football will be done completely after this week unless you play a little bit of DFS. But as far as season-long leagues, this is it. Not a whole lot of people play in Week 17. We understand that, and we see it, right? The views on the videos have absolutely tanked because most people are done. However, it's a channel for everybody who plays fantasy football, so for those of you who play Week 17, we got you covered. Here's our top 20 quarterback rankings for Week 17. Before we get into them, though, want to make sure I wish everybody a Happy New Year. 2020 has been kind of, not that great, but 2021 is going to be a lot better. I can feel it in my bones, but here we go. Let's talk some fantasy football one more time, talking quarterbacks for Week 17. Number 20 is going to be Teddy B, Carolina Panthers, a difficult matchup going up against the New Orleans Saints, but Teddy's been fairly consistent, right? As a low-end quarterback, too. It's just the ceiling hasn't really been there, but he's got the weapons and a potential shootout, which gives him possibly a higher ceiling. That's why he's creeped into the top 20 right here. Number 20. Number 19, Tua Miami Dolphins going up against the Buffalo Bills, a Bills offense that can put points on the board, which could force Miami to throw all four quarters. The good part about that, no Fitz magic this week. We should see Tua for all four quarters. Got him at number 19. Number 18, Baker Mayfield, Cleveland Browns, a difficult matchup going up against Pittsburgh, but he's got his wide receivers back, and this is a must-win game for the Browns. While the Steelers are going to be resting some of their starters, he has a chance to go out there and produce against a difficult team. Got him at 18. 17 is Matt Ryan, Atlanta Falcons, going up against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, Bruce Arians says he's not going to rest starters, which if that's the case, we saw what Tom Brady and this offense could do the first half of last week. Could they go out there and put up some big points and force Matt Ryan to throw all four quarters? More than likely, Matt Ryan's going to be throwing anyway because their running game sucks. Got him at 17. 16, Drew Brees going up against the Carolina Panthers. Now, Drew Brees, since coming back from injury, has been, safe, right? He's not taking the huge shots down the field, but his running backs are really picking up, the bulk of the work for him, and we've seen what Alvin Kamara can do in this offense. It makes Drew Brees safe once again. Got him at 16. 15, Andy Dalton, Dallas Cowboys, a matchup this week going up against the New York Football Giants, and Andy Dalton has seemed to figure out this offense over the past few weeks, right? They look a lot better. Amari Cooper, Michael Gallup getting more involved now, CeeDee Lamb making some big plays, plus we saw a Zeke sighting last week, and that running game can get opened up. Only going to help Andy Dalton even more in a must-win game for the Cowboys. Got Dalton at 15. 14, Derek Carr, Las Vegas Raiders, a great matchup for him going up against the Denver Broncos. Two teams really not playing for anything. However, Derek Carr looked pretty healthy last week, and he continues to have, great finishes. If you take away the game in which he got injured with his groin injury, 3 out of the last 4 games, he's finished inside the top 12. So the guy has that ceiling, and I like the matchup here once again. Got him at 14. Number 13 is Mitchie Biscuit, Chicago Bears, going up against the Green Bay Packers. How much of the Packers starting offense do we see? I mean, I'm sure they'll all start the game out there. Can Aaron Rodgers come put some points on the board against a difficult Chicago Bears defense? Because if they do, we're going to see a lot of Mitch magic here this week. And the guy continues to go out there and produce fantasy numbers. Is he the greatest NFL quarterback? No, but when it comes to fantasy, he's putting points up, and that's really all we care about at this point. So I got him at 13. Number 12, this is where I have Tom Brady. Now, I would love to put him higher in a matchup going up against Atlanta because it's way easier to throw on Atlanta than it is to run on them. The problem is I don't trust Bruce Arians to play Tom Brady for all 4 quarters. I just don't. That's why I've dropped him down a few spots, got him number 12. Number 11 is Russell Wilson going up against the San Francisco 49ers. Not the easiest of matchups for Russell Wilson, and we've kind of seen the ceiling take a hit over the past, 4 to 6 weeks or so, just because the touchdowns are a little bit lacking. This offense needs to get jump-started, though. They need to go into the playoffs with a little bit of momentum. I expect that here this week. Got him dropped down a few spots because we haven't seen that consistency as of late, but we know what the ceiling is. Got Russell Wilson, number 11. Number 10, Kyler Murray, Arizona Cardinals. Very difficult matchup going up against the Rams, plus he's still dealing with a leg injury. Now, it sounds like he should be good to go, and it sounds like he's going to play, and they need him. This is a must-win game for the Arizona Cardinals to have any chance at the playoffs, and the Rams are pretty banged up, right? No Jared Goff, no Cam Akers, no Darrell Henderson, no Cooper Kupp. They have an opportunity here in Arizona, and I can't see them wasting it by having Kyler Murray sit. I think he pushes it a little bit, but the ceiling's going to be a little bit lower. Got him at number 10. Number 9, Phillip Rivers, Indianapolis Colts. I love the Colts this weekend. Going up against Jacksonville, the Colts have something to play for, and they're playing against somebody who's just not that great in Jacksonville. I look for Phillip Rivers to air it out and that running game to be dominant. Got Rivers at 9. 8, we got Justin Herbert, the wonder rookie, going up against the Kansas City Chiefs. A Chiefs team it's going to be resting a lot of its starters, right? They're not going to be playing. We already know Patrick Mahomes isn't going to be playing. We may not see a whole lot of Travis Kelce, maybe not a whole lot of, Tyreek Hill, maybe no Le'Veon Bell. So I expect Justin Herbert to go out there and try to put up some big numbers, right? They want to end this season in LA on a positive note, and this kid can throw the ball down the field consistently with great accuracy and puts up huge fantasy points. Got him at number 8. Number 7 is Kirk Cousins, Minnesota Vikings, a great matchup going up against the Detroit Lions. Love the matchup for Kirk, not just because he has Adam Thielen and Justin Jefferson against the Detroit Lions, but there's no Dalvin Cook in this game, so maybe we see a little bit less in the running game, a little bit more in the passing game, raises that ceiling, got Cousins at 7. Number 6, Jalen Hurts, Philadelphia Eagles, playing against the Washington football team. A difficult front four, right? Probably one of the best front fours in all of football with the Washington football team, so he's going to have some pressure. But luckily, Jalen Hurts has the legs to avoid said pressure. He continues to rush for over 60 yards. He can throw the ball down the field, and the offense looks a lot better with him. Got him at number 6. Number 5 is Aaron Rodgers, Green Bay Packers. A difficult matchup going up against the Chicago Bears, but I don't expect them to really go out there and try to overextend Aaron Rodgers. This is not the time to go out there and get the potential NFL MVP hurt going into the playoffs. I expect a pretty vanilla scheme here this week from the Packers to not try to, put him in a bad situation. Got Aaron Rodgers, number 5. He's still a great start, just not somebody who may have that ceiling like we've seen here in the past. Number 4, Josh Allen, Buffalo Bills. Now, this guy is just playing on another level right now. I mean, he's playing great. The entire team in Buffalo is playing great football right now in a matchup going up against the Miami Dolphins. We've seen what this offense can do in a half of football, right? He may not need all 4 quarters. Maybe they do rest him, partly in the second half. That's okay because this offense is so explosive. He could have 30 points by halftime and still carry your fantasy football team. Got him at number 4. Number 3, Ryan Tannehill, Tennessee Titans, going up against the Houston Texans. So a great matchup. Another one of these teams still playing for something, and he has that big play potential with Corey Davis and A.J. Brown. Jonnu Smith starting to get going here again. He's got plenty of weapons, and we know Derrick Henry can dominate on the ground. Ryan Tannehill could be in for a big week. Got him at number 3. Number 2, Lamar Jackson, Baltimore Ravens, going up against the Cincinnati Bengals. The Bengals really don't give a crap, and the Ravens have to win this football game. Plus, Lamar Jackson been playing a lot better over the last month because he's starting to run the football a lot more. Do not be surprised if we see a huge rushing game this week from Lamar Jackson, so they limit the mistakes in the passing game because they really, really need to get this W. Got him at number 2. Number 1 then, Deshawn Watson this week, going up against Tennessee. A great matchup for Deshawn Watson. Plus, we all saw the J.J. Watt post-game speech from last week. That's going to motivate some of these players. Yes, it's the end of the season. Yes, they still suck. However, they want to end it on a good note. And even though this team has struggled all year long, the one constant here has been Deshaun Watson. He still put up great numbers despite everything he's gone through this year in a great matchup to end the season. I love Deshaun Watson this week. Got him at number 1. All right, those are my top 20 quarterbacks here, Week 17 fantasy football. Hopefully that helps set your final lineups here for the season. We want to thank everybody for all the continued support here this year. We've had a lot of fun, but don't forget, we're not going anywhere. No need to unsubscribe till next year because we do videos all year long. We'll be covering the combine, the draft, incoming rookies, all kinds of information will be coming up here, so make sure you stay tuned. We greatly appreciate you guys. Once again, have a happy new year. Be safe out there, and we'll talk to you later. Thanks. Have a good one.